we need to talk. More specifically, about my favorite show, Law and Order SVU. Well, what's going on, guys? Ryan here, and today, like I said, we're going to talk about my favorite show, Law and Order SVU. Now, if you don't know what it is, it's that show where it's like, dun dun, the...
Give me your money!
That one. That one is the one I'm talking about. I've watched it for years. I mean, I can't even remember when I started watching it. I was just a little kid. My mom would always tell me, Ryan, you shouldn't be watching this with me. You shouldn't be in here while watching it or whatever. And I was just always, I know, I don't care though. And I would always watch it with her. And sometimes watch by myself. I would just turn the TV on, sit in her bed, and just watch it. If you don't know what SVU is, it's a show dealing with the most heinous crimes. Now, trigger warning, it deals with sexual assault and assault against children and stuff like that in that kind of realm. Awful crimes. So if that really bothers you, I wouldn't watch it if I were you. However, it doesn't bother me too much, and I love seeing the person who did the crime get taken to jail or, get prosecuted or whatever. I love the characters. I love how they direct it, how the story goes. I love it. I love how it's kind of all connected throughout the years. It's not just some random case. You see the story of the characters and the lives of those characters throughout the years. Now, Law and Order SVU and organized crime are the only two types of Law and Orders that are still currently being recorded. Now, organized crime is really new. It came out yesterday. And there is a future Law and Order coming out called Hate Crimes. And I'm not quite sure when that's going to come out. I'm not even sure if it really is going to come out, but hopefully it does. I think it would be interesting. Now, there was just Law and Order, Criminal Intent, Trial by Jury, LA, and True Crime. All of these I haven't really watched much. The Criminal Intent one and the original were really the only two I've ever watched. I like them. I just never liked them enough to keep watching them. And SVU was always my favorite, mainly because the main characters, specifically Olivia Benson or Mariska Hargitay, I absolutely love her. I adore her. I would love to meet her one day. But also the person who was there kind of in the beginning and then left and now is back, Elliot Stabler or Christopher Maloney. He's also a great guy. I want to meet him. And honestly, I would love to be on the show, whether that be just a background character or like, an extra or someone who gets like up front in the camera, whatever it is. I would love to be on it, at least to just meet them, But I want to talk about this new show, Organized Crime. Organized crime deals with like terrorism and like probably money laundering, stuff like that. Crime that's above and beyond just the realm of... That's a big truck. Crime that's just not just in your local area. It deals with, international or national crimes. And it's interesting. And I have a theory about something, and it's definitely not true. But it would be interesting if they somehow connected the two. Organized crime, the main character, Elliot Stabler, went away from the show quite some time ago. And now when he's back, it's kind of said that he went and lived in Rome, or he lived and did all these other things, and he's actually been working for a few years now in this organized crime unit. There is a movie that he's in, Christopher Maloney, called Marauders, and it's a really interesting movie. I enjoyed it. It was a little graphic, but I enjoyed it. And he's the main character, and he's like an FBI agent, and he figures out this huge crime and this. It was interesting. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, so go and watch it if you wanted to. It's on Netflix. It's interesting because he is a detective or some sort of FBI agent, some person. He's like a police officer in some fashion. And he just now came back to the show, and in that movie something happened at the end. And it's just interesting. I don't know. It's just a thought. I would love to see the two connected. It doesn't make complete sense if they were, but it's interesting. I like the concept. Anyways, I just watched it this morning. I have Hulu, and so you can watch Law and Order. the day after it comes out. Now, if you wanted to watch from the very beginning, Hulu actually does have all the episodes of all these seasons, and you should definitely watch it. Now, you don't need like Hulu Live TV to watch it, but I think the other Law and Orders you do. You have to have some sort of extra package onto it, but SVU and Organized Crime, you don't. So get on that. Now, the other thing is, this most recent episode of SVU is a crossover between Organized Crime, the first episode, and vice versa, crossover episodes. And I loved it because SVU got the case immediately, and then it just transformed, and then Organized Crime Unit kind of took over, and now it's his case. And I think it's very interesting how they kind of just made the case last for 2 episodes, and I think they're actually it's gonna last a lot longer. My thought is Organized Crime is not gonna be 45 minutes of just one case, and then the next episode's 45 minutes of another case. I kind of think it'll stretch it for a few episodes at least, and I think that's what I want. That's what I want to see for SVU, because I'm always wanting more and wanting to see more with the specific case in SVU. And sometimes the episode, it goes by and it's just like, that really wasn't that interesting. I still love the show. I still want to watch the show, but it almost seems like they just are running out of ideas, and they don't want to keep repeating ideas and stuff. So I think if they dive deeper into the case and make it last longer, I think if they wanted to have another season, I think that whole season should deal with 1 or 2, maybe 3 different cases. And reality, these detectives deal with many cases all the time at the same time. So it lasts months and months. But in a whole season, I think that'd be interesting to see 1 to 3 cases being dealt with rather than just one for every single episode. I think that'd be really cool, and I think a lot more people would want to watch it, and I would definitely share it with a bunch of more people and saying this show is freaking amazing. Just to throw it out there, I've seen SVU probably like 3 times over. I don't even know exactly, but from when I was a kid to going through the series again, and then kind of just watching random episodes at a time, and then kind of doing it again, I've seen it at least 3 times. This, I'm up to date. I'm waiting every single other week for it to come out, and just watching and waiting and hoping. And sometimes I forget when it comes out, so I just check Hulu and thinking, oh, it's going to be there, and it isn't, and then I'm upset. I'm just eager to keep watching it. I love SVU and Organized Crime. Even from the first episode, I really enjoy it. It's a different intro. It's a different idea. It's a different spin. I love it. So I recommend these 2 shows for you to watch. But other than that, I think I'm done rambling for today. And so that'll be it for today's video. If you liked it, be sure to smack that button as hard as you can. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It'll help me a lot. And I messed up so bad. I'll see you guys all next time.